name's Joy, and this is my first time in Vancouver, but if you're from here, join the Black Band Club.
What's up, Black Fan Club? It's your boy Ryan Davis, and I'm in your city. It's all coming together. It can be a family reunion.
Yo, what's up, Black Fan? What's up, everybody? Yo, all my people, all my Caribbean brothers, my Haitian brothers, my Zimbabwe, Nigerian, everybody. Black Fan, come see your man. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Welcome to Black Fan Club, a digital platform dedicated to Black culture and events in Vancouver. And today we have a special guest joining us, Feven Kidane. Feven is an Ethiopian-Canadian composer, trumpeter, and bassist based in Vancouver, whose music transcends boundaries, drawing from the rich traditions of Black American music, commonly known as jazz. Welcome to the show, Feven.
Thank you. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'll just start off and congratulate you on your performance last night at the VIFF Center for celebrating Black futures with the Feven Kidane Sextet. It was amazing, like incredible.
Thank you.
How are you feeling tonight? Post-show, everything's kind of wound down.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like definitely today's the chill day. Like there was so many people.
Yeah.
Nice.
It was packed. Yeah. I was right at the at the balcony.
Ooh, that's a good seat.
Yeah, it was a good seat. I can imagine it's a busy time for you during Black History Month, or not exactly.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's funny because I think this is only like one of like maybe a few Black History Month things that I'm doing, which is nice.
Yeah. I know. I feel like Black creators, it can be a little exhausting sometimes during February. It's like you want to give and share, but it can be exhausting. It's a lot of work as well.
There's 11 other months.
Yeah, that's true.
Too.
Yes, definitely agree there. It's like Black History Month is every month of the year for me. So I just wanted to give maybe someone from Black Fan Club or Vancouver, maybe they might not know who Feven is. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe your background and like how you got into jazz music.
Sure. I got into playing instrumental music probably like when I was like starting high school. Like I was in like band classes and things like that. And I picked up the trumpet in the 6th grade because I saw all the boys were doing it and I knew that I could be better.
Absolutely.
And it seemed like too bro-y, and I was like, well, it's a fun instrument. The trumpet seemed to be like having a lot of fun. So I was playing clarinet at the time. We were like the nerd section. So I was like to switch, should be nice. Kind of just stuck to it from there. Yeah, I love playing like instrumental music. Like I love playing the trumpet. I find that it's like traditionally, like a horn instrument like that was like the messenger, right? Like it was, you'd blow it and you'd be like, oh, the enemy tribe is coming, or we'll have like a celebration, we'll play this music on these horns. And so it was a voice of its own, which I really appreciated. And I appreciate to this day, especially like, I feel like growing up, I grew up in Langley. Lots of
yeah. Oh, that was gonna be my follow-up question, but go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up in Langley, and I, kind of grew up with an identity crisis because I didn't really see people that looked like me, and I felt like I didn't really have a voice. But I think the trumpet gave me that. It kind of gave me somewhere to hide. I find myself. That's kind of how I started it.
As a lot of Vancouver Black people can attest to, is there's not a lot of us around, usually in different surroundings, unless we're gathered for a special purpose. So as a young person, it can be intimidating, right? When you're just like one of one. And were there people there, like a teacher, a parent?
It was a bit of a combination, but I didn't have the greatest childhood. And so one way that I got words of affirmation was because of my musical ability. And so I kind of looked to that to tell me who I was and tell me that I was like a beautiful kid and tell me that I was fine and that I was doing a good job. because I didn't really hear that much from my family. And when I did, it was because I was playing music. And so it became like a parent to me in a way. And teachers fed into that too, because it's also like their job, right? Like they're supposed to like kind of bring you up to like, because I was doing a lot of band classes, like they're supposed to like kind of bring you up to like keep on wanting to do that and keep on wanting to play music. And yeah, that was kind of how my relationship with it growing up was, especially being like one of, like, I think at one other point I had one Black friend in my elementary school, and then there was two that I didn't know, but at one point I was the only one. And then in the high school, there's maybe 20 out of like 1,000 or something.
Wow.
Not more. And that's across all 4 grades. So yeah, I kind of just stuck with
Yeah, you just kind of stuck with it. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things that you put your mind to it and it's like, I'm here, I'm gonna do it, and this is what I love. Obviously, I love music. I'm not real well versed in Black American music, jazz, but learning about Max Roach and just his approach and his history, a pioneer and being a revolutionary and being political in his music, it was very educational for myself because I didn't realize how deep jazz went, and especially when it came to like the hip hop music, when they had that scene when he was playing with Fab Five. I was like, wow, I didn't know. Like at the inception of hip hop, like jazz was central, but obviously it makes sense. It makes sense to how it's like covers everything in our music and the history of it.
Yeah, that was my second time watching the documentary. I watched it to prepare for the show, and I like cried in the same places the second time
Yeah.
I did in the first, because it's just so like profound, and like thinking about Max Roach as this revolutionary, as this pioneer, and like jazz is the music of Black struggle. And
Yeah.
so and sometimes the world doesn't want you to remember that, which is the same
Yes.
reason that they have civil rights photos in black and white. They want you to
Yeah.
think it was so long ago that it has nothing to do with you now.
Yeah.
So when something like this documentary comes out, it really reminds you that like Max Roach died like 15 years ago.
Wow. That's so recent.
Yeah. And that like his legacy is recent, what he stood for is recent and relevant. And like and that's part of us. Like him as a musician, as a jazz musician, because jazz is sometimes seen as like this niche other genre. Like that is a mode of Black expression. That is Black music.
I get what you mean. That was one of my points, is that when I was watching the documentary, it kind of reminded me that at times I feel like some people feel like jazz is a little whitewashed, especially for the new generation. It's like it's so removed from us.
Yeah.
And the history is not taught in schools, or maybe it's not passed down over the years. And it seems like it's a far off music. But what I realized watching that documentary is that jazz is Black music. Black music is jazz. You know what I mean? Like it came from Black people. And I think that education part would help actually getting people more involved. And it's like, this music is for us. This music was done by us. And we are welcome. We are the pioneers of this genre, you know?
Yeah.
And you can't be kept out of something you created, right?
Yeah, it's true. Like, but the thing is that like, because even Max Roach was saying like we don't call it jazz.
Yeah,
right? I forgot the term that he called
it. Says Black American music, I think.
Yeah,
he
Black
said.
American music is one of them. And then Clifford Brown, the trumpet player that got killed, that played with him a lot, called it Afro-American classical music.
Yeah.
Which I really vibe with as well, because like I think that's exactly what it is. But the people that played that music now, or at least tried to, like they're all white, right? Like, and they want you to think that it's like not anything to do with Black people, because it's anti-Blackness. They kind of want to keep us away from the music that's our birthright, and like that's part of living in a racist world. It sucks. And that's why it's just like they make it look so whitewashed, because like to an extent, I'm not gonna say it is, because it's not naturally that way, but
no, it's not at all.
Especially living in like white dominated countries like Canada and like the West Coast, where we don't really have our population out here, like you're not gonna really see people that look like us playing this music.
I guess we could fast forward to now. Like I mentioned earlier, I've seen you perform around the city, a lot of festivals, a lot of shows. You play the bass. You're very multi-talented. Like I'm very impressed. Like
Thank you.
so, I just wanted you to speak to that, like just I guess expanding your musical range and how like someone might want to start that. Maybe someone's watching and they're like, "Hey, I want to be like Faven. I want to do jazz. I want to play the bass. I want to, do electronic music. I want to, do
Mhm.
everything."
I think it's music is a state of mind,
Mm,
and music is a state of being, and it's really easy to be that. Like I could go like this.
yeah,
I'm making
you're
music.
making music.
I could be tossing this squish ball. That's a beat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I think it's less about how do I be like this person and and it's more like how do I see that everything is music.
Hmm.
Life is music, existence is music. All of these things are musical, and how do I listen for that? Learning to listen for the things that you wouldn't normally think are music. Um, there's no such thing as bad music, and people think that they can't play, or people think that they sound bad, and that's what makes them stop. Like
Yeah.
there's no such thing as bad music. It's all just experience.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of things. It's like even just starting this podcast or this, it's like or if you're doing something new, it can feel intimidating. It can be like, I don't know what I'm doing. But it's like you'll never get to a place of being close. I guess there's no such thing as perfection, but close to perfection or close to being skilled if you don't fall, if you don't feel embarrassed at some point, if you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're not good enough. All of these things are emotions that we all go through when we're trying something new. And especially if it's something that's like you said, you're one of one. You feel like pressure of being the best or representing.
Because you're like a music journalist. Like I've been following you on Instagram for a long time,
Yeah,
and I see whenever you post like this month, this is who's coming to town. These are all
yeah,
the Black artists, and like that's also one of one out here.
yeah. But I guess you could call me a journalist. I think I'm just learning on the job, to be honest. Like I said to like today, I said you're our first official Vancouver guest.
Mm,
So for me, it's just like highlighting the amazing Black talented artists in the city. Because why I started it was I wanted to just discover what was going on. And I
mm,
found that I couldn't find it. And nobody was really making an effort to highlight or showcase the stuff. And I'm like, there must be something going on. And I find it if maybe if you're not in artistic circles, because I wasn't in an artistic circle. I'm not in music, I'm not singing. I just wanted to go see amazing Black people. And I'm like, where can I find them? And I couldn't find it. So I decided to do the work and do the research. And then so when I found you, I found like people from Couch Jams and all these amazing people doing so much brilliant work in the city. And I
mm.
just think it's important for people to know and like follow Black artists and local artists and say, hey, our music is just as good as people from Toronto, is just as good as people from the States. Like
True.
we have talented people in the city.
Mhm.
So that's why I wanted you on the show as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So just maybe you could talk about performing around Vancouver, maybe your experience in the scene, like any cool people you've met, any people you've collaborated with or you want to collaborate with,
Yeah.
and just maybe talk about the band as well, like the people you work with, some of the most people important people who help you do what you do.
Mhm. So the band that I brought last night, B-Boye Onanuga on the drums. I had Bella Federico on bass, John Nicholson on sax, Nebi
Hmm.
Johannes on trombone, and I had Yoro Nkusi that came in on the drums at the very end. I had
Hmm.
Quincy Mays on piano. Out of I guess the six of those people, Quincy's the only one that's actually in my band full time.
Oh wow,
Um,
okay. Wow,
and
that's impressive.
yes, yes. I kind of the great thing about this music is that it's kind of like a little network. Like jazz is a network, and so
Hmm.
you get to like pick and choose. Like, oh, you know what? I'm playing this kind of music. I want to have this player today. Like I knew
Hmm.
I wanted a trombone player, so I called up Nebu. I knew I wanted a Black drummer because in
Hmm.
my band, my drummer's not Black, and so I called up B-Boye and I flew him out from Edmonton.
Wow.
And yeah, Quincy, I'm just lucky he lives here. He's been my pianist for about 2 years now.
You said one person is from the city that
Yeah.
played last night. So what was the preparation like then?
It
Because you
was,
all have to be in like one room, right? I'm assuming, or is it just like comes
yeah,
naturally to you guys? You just, I guess you vibe. I don't know, like.
pretty much. It's like I had a feeling that I would like. I've played with everybody there at least in some capacity, except for B-Boye.
Hmm.
And like I had B-Boye like online, and because he also does like he plays a lot out in Edmonton. He plays a lot of
Hmm.
music, and he also like books a venue out there. And
Okay.
so like he was the only one I didn't know. I called him, I think we spoke maybe like 2.5 weeks before the show, and
Hmm.
then flew him out, and he came out on Monday this week, and he leaves tomorrow afternoon. So it was like he had like a few days of us meeting him, and then we had the rehearsal, and then we had
Wow.
the show. So it's
That's true musicianship right there. I mean, I guess when you're just a talented group of people, it's like you get together and you kind of do what you're best at and it just comes together.
I just had a feeling I could trust them all, you know,
Hmm.
with the music and like
Hmm.
the dynamic of all 6/7 of us in a room. Yeah. Um,
Any like maybe things you're working on? Any collaborations with local artists or I mean even Canadian artists?
yeah. Well, sometimes I work with Couch Jams in their
Hmm.
band. This time for the one that's coming up in on the 15th, I guess that's next week.
Yeah, that's pretty
Um,
soon next week. Yeah.
yeah, I'll be in the horn section backing up. I believe it might be Maniania. Because were you at the last one?
I came to Gone till November.
Oh, okay. He
And
played
he
that one.
performed there. Yeah, and I went. That was the first one they did at the Cobalt, so I
Mhm.
was there, and that was amazing. It's
Yeah.
always really good.
And I feel like the audience also makes it good too.
Yeah, it's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
I had never seen people do the electric slide in Vancouver
Really?
until November. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember the electric slide. I didn't join in because I kind of have two left feet, so I watched from
Mhm.
the sidelines. But it was a dope vibe. Like they really knocked it out the park with that one. You did a great job on stage too.
Oh, thank you.
And I love the whole setup with the backup singer. It's like an experience,
Yeah.
which is I
Mhm.
feel like sometimes the music is like a lost art where it's like it's just about metrics and all that, but it's like
Yeah.
with that it's about music, it's about bringing the old school vibe back, live instrumentation, live backing. So I really enjoyed that.
Me too.
And well done.
Hey. One person I'd really like to work with is Dawn Pemberton.
Yes,
I really want to work with her sometime.
that
That'd
would
be
be
cool.
amazing.
I've been a fan of hers for several years. Uh,
Yeah.
just kind of like we're like two shifts in the night, I guess. Like I'll see her
Yeah.
online, I'll be like, Dawn, I know you're playing here, but I can't go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Have you reached out to her or is it still like on
no,
your
I
to
should.
do?
I
Well,
would.
Dawn, if you're listening to this,
I know. I
give
didn't have.
Faven a shout.
Yeah, I didn't have my stuff together and enough time, but I was gonna ask maybe if she could have done the Max Roach show with us, but
Hmm.
I didn't have my stuff together. So, Dawn, if you're listening to this, we'll work someday.
No, yeah, that would be an amazing collaboration. Her voice is immaculate. Lastly, I guess, do you have any upcoming shows? Or if you're I guess you said you're performing at Couch Jams, so you can just let the people know where they can find you next and also where they can follow you, find your
Yeah.
music, all that good stuff.
Um, I'm finishing up a social media tolerance break, but I'm still on Facebook, but my Instagram is the Haba Shaman. If you guys are in Victoria, on
Okay,
the
I mean, lots of people follow the page, and
um
also people go. It's long weekends coming up. People
oh, true
travel.
that.
Yeah,
I forgot what the event is called.
if you're looking for it, head to Black Van Club on the Black Futures Month concerts. You'll find the show on there. I'm pulling it up now because some people might not do it. So it's February 16th, 7:30 p.m. Celebrate Black History Month with Canada's finest, a jam-packed night of soul, hip hop, Afrobeat, and funk, headlined by Canada's Tanika Charles, Missy D, Alpha Centauri, and DJ Roscoe at the White Eagle Polish Hall in Victoria. So if you want to see Faven, you can check her out there.
gonna be a good night. I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, I guess, Couch Jams.
Couch Jams on the 15th.
So I also posted that on the blog today. So you can check out the Valentine's Day event. So
Yeah.
if you're looking for something to do, here you go. Well, I just want to say thank you, Feven, for being my very first Vancouver guest on the show. It was a special, special conversation. I was a bit nervous at the beginning, but I
Me
think
too.
I settled down and you made the conversation so good and so comfortable. So thank you again.
Thank
And
you.
I hope to see you soon.
Sure.
My name is Samara Joy, and this is my first time in Vancouver. But if you're from here, join the Black Band Club.
What's up, Black Fan Club? It's your boy Ryan Davis, and I'm in your city. It's all come together. It can be a family reunion.
Yo, what's up, Black Fan? What's up, everybody? Yo, all my people, all my Caribbean brothers, my Haitian brothers, my Zimbabwe, Nigerian, everybody. Black Fan, come see your man.